Putting in the work is going to get you the results that you want. It's working for me, and I'm showing you exactly how to do it right here on my channel. Let's get this done. I think the most valuable piece of advice I could give to any of you all out there is to do this one thing right here. Break your addiction to fast food. Break your addiction to going out to eat and trying to celebrate everything by consuming those highly processed meals that they're bringing to your table. Because what they're doing is just microwaving the food, they're heating it up, bringing it out to you, making it look as if you're eating so nutritiously, but you don't know the ingredients that are really going into that food. You don't know the salt content that's going into that food. I think the best thing I've ever done for myself is break my addiction to fast food. I spent the whole, most of 2024 going out to eat a whole lot. And that was partly why I continued to put on so much weight and to get so swollen from all the sodium I was consuming. I haven't eaten any fast food since December 7th, 2024. And that particular meal was Wingstop. I had gotten the hot honey rub wings with some fries and a Diet Coke. And I went there because that's my daughter's favorite place to go. She had a ballet recital, and that's where she wanted to go afterwards, so that's what we had. And I don't think I've ever told this story here on this channel as to what prompted me to add in fasting. Although I was already into my walking, 1 mile a day for 11 months. What prompted me to start fasting was the fact that I took a picture with my daughter after her ballet recital. On stage, and I got to looking back at the pictures and I saw myself, and I wasn't happy with my appearance because I looked super, super overweight in the photo to the point where I didn't recognize myself. I still have a picture, and I'll try to put it up on the channel soon. And in all honesty, I didn't actually want to take the picture because I knew how huge I was, but I took it for memory's sake of my daughter. But it shall always stand as a reminder to the fact that at next year's recital, I will look a lot better. Honestly, I want to get to the point where I look unrecognizable at next recital because I've gotten my health in such a better state that I just look so healthy that I don't even look like the same person. Because honestly, in the state of health that I'm in, or in the state of health that I was, I don't look like the same person I used to be. So, with the weight loss coming, it's going to be just the opposite. I really have big dreams for my weight loss, journey that I have going on right now. I want to accomplish this. I just want to accomplish this goal that I set out for myself, and I'm looking forward to finally getting there. I know it's going to take a little while longer. Oh, you know what? That brings me back to what I was going to tell you all about how much weight I've lost so far. So since December 7th, 2024, as of today, so far, I've lost a total of 9.8 pounds, and that's from doing exactly what I'm telling you that I'm doing here right on this channel. I'm fasting for 20 hours a day. I'm doing 20 minutes of weightlifting a day. I'm walking for 2 miles a day. I'm doing everything that I'm sharing with you all right here on this channel, and the weight is just coming off of me. And I know there's someone out there who's been trying to lose that 1 pound for a very long time. And I want you to know that it's possible, but you're probably going to have to do a little bit more. You're probably going to have to put in a little bit more effort because, like I said, I was walking 1 mile every single day. My weight wasn't coming off. I was slimming down, but the weight just wasn't falling off. And it wasn't until I began to do even more that I began to see a change. I'm not going to lie. I get on the scale every single morning. And every single morning, my weight changes because I know that the previous day, I did what I said I was going to do. And every day that you show up for yourself, the weight on the scale will show up for you. So based on my calculations, it's going to take me about 3 more months to get to my goal weight. I'm going to get there. Y'all are going to see the journey. Y'all are already seeing the journey. You're seeing the transformation. And it's just going to get even better from here. So please keep going. Even if you're struggling, keep going. If you haven't gotten started yet, get started. It's time to make a change for the better. All right? I know I speak a lot about what I've done in regards to my fitness journey / weight loss journey since December 7th, 2024. And I've made some wonderful improvements in regards to my weight, as well as in regards to my endurance, and also in regards to how I feel overall in my body. Major improvements. But let me start off, before I start and go into details about how much weight I've lost currently, because I have lost about 2 more pounds. So let me just go back and reiterate the fact that before, December 7th, 2024, I was making an effort for a whole 11 months to just establish a level of consistency when it comes to just showing up for myself. And when I say show up for myself, I'm speaking in regards to no matter what's going on in my life, I made time specifically for myself to make sure that I walked 1 mile every single day for an entire 11 months. Now, don't get me wrong. When I say 11 months, it doesn't mean that I quit after 11 months, okay? Because I definitely did not quit. But over the course of that 11 months, I would just wake up every morning. I would throw on some clothes. I didn't care about looking cute. I would throw on some clothes and I would just go right outside my front door. Of course, I put shoes and socks on, but I would just go right outside my front door. And I established a route that I would walk every single morning to accomplish 1 mile every single day. I kept to that same route for 11 months. I didn't change up, the direction. I didn't change up how far I was walking. I didn't change up anything because I told myself, if I can just do this every single day without fail, I will feel accomplished. And I didn't even care at the time what I was eating. I didn't care how much I was eating. I was just totally focused on, okay, consistency is my goal right now. Consistency is my goal right now. I didn't want to overcomplicate what I was trying to, get myself to do every single day. I didn't want to overcomplicate it. And I didn't want to, start adding stuff and feeling like I wasn't doing enough and, just ultimately burn myself out from even caring about continuing to do what I set out to do from the jump. It's funny because I didn't care how much I was eating or what I was eating, even though I was waking up walking 1 mile every single day consistently. I didn't care what I was eating. And when I think back and I go back in my journal, after about 3 months of walking, it's just so funny just to think back on it. After 3 months of walking, I was looking at my journal like, why in the heck is my weight going up? Like, I tell you, I gained, how much did I gain? Let me see. I gained about 10 pounds. I gained about 10 pounds. It's documented in my journal. I know how much I gained. But the whole time I'm having to weigh myself and then write it in my journal, I'm like, what is going on here? Why are the numbers going up? It's because not only was, of course, I was walking the 1 mile every day. That was taking care of, some of the calories that I was consuming. But ultimately, I was just eating too many calories. And if you saw my video posted yesterday, I had written in my journal, I showed you all my journal from the first month of me walking for the first 30 days. And one note that I had written in my journal was that I ate 2,500 calories. There's no way that walking 1 mile a day can ever counteract eating 2,500 calories a day. Okay. That means I was eating crazy. Oh, you know what? How I accumulated the 3,500 calories. And I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm finna touch on a subject that nobody's talking about. Okay. Now, the way that I was eating 2,500 calories a day is because I was eating out. I was eating fast food. Now, we all know the calories on the fast food restaurant menu. Okay. We all know that the calories on the fast food restaurant menus is astronomical, okay? You can get a small fry, you're looking at 500 calories. You can get a 4-piece nugget, and yeah. Now, I know there are some YouTube videos out there where, you have people who ate, say McDonald's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they were able to lose a whole bunch of weight. Well, that's fine. I guess it's possible, but I too tried that one time, and my goodness, it made my blood pressure go through the roof. And I knew at that moment, I'm like, I don't think that's for me. So yeah, I was trying to do that. You know how we do when we're trying to lose weight. We try to jump on anything that people are, claiming that they're losing the weight, and, they're sharing particular things. So you're like, okay, I'm going to try this, right? Now, I'm not one of those people. What you're seeing here, this is real. This is raw. This is 100% the truth. Okay. I'm sharing with you everything that I'm doing. I'm sharing everything. Okay. And it hasn't been easy, but I'm sharing what it really, really takes to get the weight off. There's no magic pill. There's no magic program. It's strictly get up and exercise. Make sure I'm fasting. Make sure I'm weightlifting. Make sure I'm doing, my 2 miles for 10 miles a week. That's what it is. It's cut and dried, straight to the point. This is what I'm doing. The weight is falling off. That's what I'm doing. And I know I don't share a lot of videos on the things that I'm eating. I eat pretty boring things. I don't really share what I'm eating because I'm like, I'm just going to be posting the same stuff over and over again, And I know I'm doing that with my exercising, but with the food consumption, I would say my food consumption is a bit boring. I pretty much cater to what my family likes to eat. And so, I'm not doing anything extravagant. I'm cooking things like, turkey burgers and tater tots. Of course, baking the tater tots in the oven. I'm making like cabbage egg rolls, and I'm making like fettuccine pasta with chicken breast in it. I'm cooking, I'm making homemade tea and homemade lemonade. What else am I making? I'm making homemade pizza with sometimes naan bread, or sometimes I'll make homemade fresh pizza dough. I'm making baked chicken in the oven. I like to make baked chicken legs, baked chicken wings, the party wings. I like to make baked chicken thighs. I don't really do baked chicken breast. I mostly use chicken breast when it comes to making pasta. The snacks that I like to eat are like, the Honeycrisp apples and Greek yogurt with chia seeds and walnuts in it. I also like to make tacos and nachos. That's like my favorite meal most of all. I really love tacos and nachos, but I only make that like once a week. Might be twice a week depending on if someone asks me for it. But when I'm making the nachos, I just use the On the Border tortilla chips that I get from Sam's Club. And then I like to top it with my ground turkey meat with the taco seasoning. And then I put my homemade salsa on there. I have a few videos of my homemade salsa recipe. You might be able to find it on my shorts videos. And then I put like shredded cheese on there. And and then I put like sour cream on it, and it's like the best thing ever. And I pretty much just repeat those different meals throughout my family. Now, on not even on special occasions, but if one of my family members say, "Hey, can you make this tonight, or can you make that tonight?" I always go around asking them, "Hey, what do you want to eat today?" Trying to get an idea to switch it up a little bit, and someone will throw a recipe out there that they want. It'd be like homemade biscuits and gravy, and like the kind of Panda Express beef dish meal. You can, get there. My daughter likes to make that a lot. Every one of my daughters, they have this one special recipe that they make very well. And all of my daughters can cook. And, they've been cooking all their lives. And I've always come up with lots of different recipes. And they've always done the same. It's like, oh, I got a taste for this. Let me go figure out how to make it, So just to give you an idea of how I'm eating. So, of course, I start fasting from 6 p.m. to 2 p.m., every day, evening to evening. And then once I start eating, most of the time I really crave like a salad with lots of, you all seen my salad recipe that I put on here, different items I put into it, but probably twice a week I crave a big, nice salad. And I'll eat that. But today specifically, this is what I ate. I broke my fast with a non-bread pizza with turkey pepperoni and my homemade sauce on it, baked it up with the cheese and pasta sauce on it. And that really got me pretty full, not gonna lie. And then I cooked some beef hot dogs for my daughter. So I wound up eating 2 of those without the bread though, because I tried this keto bread that Ora Wheat makes. I don't know what it is about that bread. It's like super chewy. It's like you finish eating the hot dog before you finish eating the bread. And it's just something so strange about that to me. Maybe I should have cooked it or, toasted it or something. I'll try toasting it next time. But ultimately, I just ate it without the buns on it. And I also had a bowl of yogurt with chia seeds and walnuts on top. And I had some baked chicken drumsticks today. And that's pretty much what I ate. I will tell you, if you get into the world of fasting, at first it'll feel like pretty tough trying to reach your fasting hours. But then eventually it's like you give yourself like a natural, you know how they do the stomach shrinking thing. You have to go in for the operation. I've never had that. Never would have that. But it's almost like my stomach muscle has shrank a good deal. And it's like I'm not even really that hungry. I'm not really having hunger pains and just wanting to eat up everything in the kitchen anymore. I just go in and I eat what I'm going to eat, and then I'm done with it. And most of the time I have to really just force myself to make sure I get enough calories in so that the next day when I'm exercising and, walking and doing my weightlifting and everything, that I can make it through without, being super hungry until, my eating window comes. But it's gotten so much easier to just say, okay, let me eat this. All right, I'm done. And it's a good feeling because, like I was telling you about my eating habits when I first started walking the first 30 days, and up to about 11 months, I wasn't watching what I was eating. I was just eating whatever I wanted to eat. And, I was just overeating. And that's a big part of the issue when it comes to trying to lose weight. If you are overeating, you're not counting your calories, or you're not fasting, and then on top of that, you're not exercising, well, odds are the weight's not going to come off. And I'm just going to be 100% honest with you. The reason I gained that 10 pounds is because I was eating horribly. I wasn't exercising. I was exercising, I was walking a mile a day, but I wasn't doing all the exercising that I was supposed to be doing. So if you want to see a change in your health, I promise you, if you just begin to be truthful with yourself and really, really acknowledge the things that you're doing in your life that you know are not beneficial to your health, if you'll just stop doing them, I guarantee you you'll see the numbers begin to come down on the scale. If you're on a fitness journey, a weight loss journey, and you're not seeing any change, that's the reason the change isn't happening, because you haven't been 100% honest with yourself. When I began to be honest with myself and put in the work, that's when the change started happening on the scale for me. It didn't happen any other time until I started to really, really be honest with myself. I'm Kindly Kimberly. Remember that everybody is beautiful, but you also have to remember that health is wealth and wealth takes care of everything else. I want y'all to take care, stay motivated, stay true to yourself, be honest with yourself. You can get through this. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.